it is the typical awkward get into the Rick movement. As I can say, welcome back everyone to Overtake.gg, and in this case, another, should we call it, holiday special? It's obviously everyone's on holidays, and that keeps me on my own, basically, to get you guys a bit of content. There's obviously enough on the channel already, but hey, why not do a few streams? That's what I thought. So last time we did F1 2021 with Maxime, and this time we actually look into a game or a sim that is nearly OG. I mean, it's not as OG as Grand Prix Legends or the first GTR, Microprose Grand Prix. Can't forget about that one, right? Or the Ubisoft F1 games, even though no one remembers them out there, which is sad because I thought they were great. But Live for Speed was my first sim going into competitive online racing. So, obviously it has a big place in my heart, and I did not race it for probably a decade by now, so 10 years, probably more, because my active time in Live for Speed was around, I don't know, 2003, 4, 5-ish, maybe? Yes, Ricardo, I call up my hair, that's true, and I stand to that. I'm old. That's fine. That's why I can say I raced in 2004 in Live for Speed, right? So yeah, I thought, why not actually install that again? As Live for Speed has a few features that are even quite unique nowadays, and then have a look at it, right? What is it nowadays? How cool is it still to drive? How easy is it to set up? I obviously have my Fanatec DD2 wheelbase that I had to set up with it, and using felt pedals. To get that out of the way immediately, that worked. No problem at all. So, it's a bit strong for me now, the settings that I had from someone else. You know, my arms are not super bulky. So, I probably have to dial that in a bit later. I won't do that today because it's totally fine. But if you wonder, Live for Speed, isn't that Need for Speed and the guy is just too stupid to actually say the right thing? No. So, while I started competitive online racing, arcade racing, on Need for Speed Underground 1, Live for Speed is a sim, and essentially when it came out, the developers, only 3 guys, decided to do a certain thing and basically get into stages, right? So there was Live for Speed S1, Stage 1, which is the original release, so to say. And then we had Stage 2, and then there should have been Stage 3. There is Stage 3 right now, just to get that out of the way. But I think it was never really how it was intended. So Stage 1 Live for Speed, we raced that back then already. It had like a team league in Germany. There was even a professional league by ESL, the Intel Pro Series, with the best drivers of Germany racing. Niels Naujoks, who you saw on our Nitro Nights previously, was in there. Danny Engels was in there, ex-team manager of G2. I think nowadays he's actually at Evil Geniuses, if I'm not mistaken. I was there. Not very successful in the Pro Series, but I was so proud of actually making it into the Pro Series. That kind of slipped away from me, I would say. But yeah, it's S1 had no translucent windows, so it was just cars with back windows. Obviously, you could watch out as a driver, but in spectator view, you couldn't see inside the car. There was no fuel. There was no tire management, and I think there was no damage. So that was S1. And then Live for Speed got S2, which introduced translucent windows, which looked a lot better. But now it's on stage 0.5 after getting my wheel to work. It should be fairly simple. It was super straightforward for me. Yeah, so stage 2 brought us then, besides the translucent windows, it also brought us fuel consumption and tire management, which completely changed the racing, I can tell you that. Previously, Live for Speed was all about hot lapping, right? The biggest difference for us in a race was basically the wind. Like if you had headwind on the longest straight or something like that. In Live for Speed 2, S2, all of a sudden everything changed, right? Because we had to live with the damage and had to manage our tires. So that was a good times of sim racing, I would say. Public racing back then, huge. Nowadays, everyone is practicing on their own little private servers. That wasn't a thing back then. Obviously, teams had private servers, but we mostly practiced with everyone else in public. So it was totally normal back in Live for Speed to end up on a server with the top 15 of Europe, for example, practicing for an event, which made for great racing. was super fun. Obviously, Live for Speed has a Shift R and Shift Q function where you can restart the race or restart the qualification, which helps a lot. I think there were plenty of black races that we restarted like 20 times. But it made it more fun, right? That's what I miss nowadays in sim racing. All these private servers and stuff like that. It bores me to death, basically, to sit there on my own and doing my practice laps for the race. Back then, we practiced racing, right? So we did public races, 5-lap races every single time, all day long. So yeah, that's the cool thing about Live for Speed. Since I talk already so much about the game, why not actually look into the game, right? So let me quickly head in-game. There we go, Live for Speed. Beautiful home screen. Still looks the same as back then, which I absolutely adore. These are good memories. So I got a license. You can see I only got an S2 license. This is still my old original account, by the way. Unfortunately, I didn't swap any of my old skins anymore, because the cool thing about Live for Speed is there's Live for Speed World that tracks all your progress, personal bests, world records, how long you drive, how often you drive, whatever it is. And you could also upload your own personal skins. So whenever you got on a server, others just downloaded it off the server and immediately saw your cool car from your team. Back then, that was the thing, right? And I absolutely love it still to today. I just quickly have to check. I think I checked the bigger resolution for skins, but I don't have any coins anymore on my account to actually download them. Any news for Night and Day in New South City? To be honest, I couldn't find anything. I'm a huge South City lover. I had the world record for a while. Obviously not for long, I think it was a few weeks. Back then on South City Classic with the FZ. I think it was the FZR. So the GT3 car kind of thing. Hello from Japan. Welcome to Overtake.gg from Japan, then I would say. But yeah, physics and Live for Speed were cool back then, so let's figure out if they're still cool nowadays, right? For that, I would say we hop into a quick single player and choose a track. So obviously loved South City, but might not be the coolest one to check out first. Let's go to... Although I love South City. Let's go South City. Maybe not Classic, that's a very short track, isn't it? So, can I still manage? Chicane Route? I'm not sure, really. I can't tell you guys. Because I didn't race for, like I said, over 10 years in this game. And I only have standard setups right now. Another cool thing about Live for Speed was actually, this is your car. And you can actually see how it changes with a driver in there and fuel or not. And you could actually show how the forces went onto the car and how they change, right? That was, when I started, that was absolutely crazy for me. Never saw that. And it was really hard for me to actually get it right, I admit. Not a big setup guide. I mostly get my setups from other people and then I just race whatever I got. So, yeah, the only news I saw was that there is S3 nowadays and it brought 2 new tracks, basically. And that's it. No new cars, which is kind of surprising. Oh, where do I want to go? I wanted to go to tracks and show it to you. Layout Square, I think, is new. And Rockingham, I think, is new in S3. So we can't use them currently. The weird thing, by the way, Kyoto is basically an Annapolis kind of thing. I mean, we can go there and just have a look at it. Not that super long one. We can use this one. So, the curious thing for you, if you wonder, is like, wait, 3 people did this, and then they did S3, so it's all good, right? Obviously, there was a bit more promise back then. And one of the cars that never made it into the game is a car I actually drove, because there was an offline event back then with Live for Speed. Try to imagine a world where sim racing was big in Germany, especially. But it was before the sim racing hype we have nowadays. So we had certain tournaments where you could win cars, even. Back in the days, and one of these cars that you can win was a BMW M6. Spoiler, Danny Engels won it. And the car we raced for that was a BMW Sauber, and you could race it offline, basically, on certain events. That came into the game as the first officially licensed car. And then we raced the Scirocco, right, on other offline events, which was promised as, the next officially licensed cars, because as you can see, all these cars, they might resemble a few cars, from real life, but they aren't those, right? I mean, that looks very familiar in terms of shape for car, the FZ50. But yeah, there's no there was no licensing for this. The Scirocco, as you can see, never made it into the game. Never happened. So, that's really sad. But I get it. I mean, doing such a game with only 3 people, I think nowadays only one of them still working on it. Kudos to him that he's actually working. But yeah, it never happened. And that was kind of sad, because we saw the car. It was in the game. It worked, but it just never happened. Sad as it is. How do you actually put the... Oh, there we go. Oh, it's already the best they can do. Okay, because you can do like how good your AI is up here. If they have to do a mandatory pit stop, that was an option back then. Great. If they can refuel, and if resetting is in or not. Probably 56 laps is a bit much. We might do 5. Raceabout rack. True. Oh, you're absolutely right. I was thinking about that when I went through them. Because, yeah, the MRT5 was a Formula student, so that exists in real life. I even saw it. The Raceabout, although I have to say never saw it in real life, but I know the story that there was something behind it. Was there anything else? Obviously, the LX, kinda, right? That's Caterham, load of Super 7 cars, stuff like that. I absolutely love the RB4 GT, which is basically a Celica GT4. I thought it was a great looking car. Never really raced it that much, but I thought it was a great looking car. Let's go for something more quirky then, maybe to start off. Let's go with the... Do we go with the Raceabout? I think I never raced that. Was it ever used in the Pro Series or in the Amateur Series? Don't even know. Maybe not. But let's head out on the track with it. I will need my headset for it, and then we can keep talking about Live for Speed. I will go online in a bit, and I'm glad for everyone joining. So if we can go demo servers first. Everyone with the demo can join there, which is really, really cool. I put I put the AI on the wrong car. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh dear. There we go. Now the AI is on proper cars. Oh, need to get my gloves on. Might be a bit late here. Oh. Why is torque disabled by power button? Why? Why is that a thing? Oh dear. My steering wheel decided that it's cooler than me, and it can do things I can't. Let's try this again. Can you please turn on? Thank you very much. I'll be there, good sir. That sounds good. I want to see people racing. Caution, torque key. Yep. All right. Can we go back? Does it work? Let's see with steering real quick. Yeah, it does. Great. By the way, the UI is obviously old, very old. That's as old as me, right? But how everything works and how you do that, like how you assign stuff to the axis, it's just great. Love it. It's simple. It's just super simple. Gets the job done. All right. Oh, okay. Ref is on the rack on the left. All right. And you have to blip the throttle yourself while shifting. It's another cool thing. Then now there's no first seat back because I restarted the wheel within the game. René, why you do that? Why you do that to all of us? Why you slow this down? Luckily, this is Live for Speed, which means everything is just super quick. I just jump into the game again, and off we go. Stefan loving that shirt. Not surprised. All right, there we go. And I want to start. Later. Can I? Yeah, get me in the middle of the pack. Oh, Shift G resets input. All right. Never mind though. I mean, look how quick it is, right, to get in and out of the game. Is it working now again? Let's see. Yep. All right. There we go. Turbocharged engine. Ooh, yeah, man, I'm still here. Right next to you. AI is going at it. Kyoto, like I said, is basically Indianapolis. similar to that. Let's go switch to the inside. Where's the braking point? Somewhere here. Ooh, second gear. That was a bit early. I think I over-reffed the engine there. Oh, it just immediately feels good. Because the cool thing about Live for Speed was First gear. First gear was not a great idea. Need to get used to the gearing on this car. The cool thing about Live for Speed, in terms of how it felt, was always that you immediately had the feeling of full control of the car. Especially, and that was the fun thing, on front-wheel driven cars, which normally tend to be not that great in sim racing. The most titles that have them, they don't feel great. But everything in Live for Speed, look at this. You feel in control of the car. And they did a great job back then already, ensuring that you feel the tires and the weight of the car. And I didn't drove this car for at least 10 years, longer than that. But you get in there and you're immediately like, yep, I can understand how this car will feel and how it should rotate. Look at this. I don't even have a clue where we go on this track, so I'm just watching the AI. But it's great. It's cool. And really, the demo is for free, obviously. And you can try that. And you can even race online with it. If you never tried Live for Speed, it looks old. We don't have to talk about that, right? I mean, look at it. It's not the best looking title out there anymore. It's probably worse than R Factor 1. I'm not sure, to be honest. Didn't play R Factor 1 for quite a while, but it's just great. It feels good. Has certain, I mean, like I said, currently the force feedback effect's a bit too much for me from the base I used here to dial my wheel in, but man, it's just so much fun. Let's see, I'll take him on the straight now. Slipstream! Oh, they brake for this corner. Alright. I can manage. Ooh. Ah, sliding cars in Live for Speed is so much fun. It's incredible. Oh, he was tapping the brakes and brake checking me, huh? It's a very long gears, this race about. Hey man, can I tap in? Yep. Do the Max Verstappen move. Look at this. It's just... that was too much. But it's just so much fun. Oh, it feels so great to be back. Now I'm last. Yeah, that is the real feeling of being back. Me back in the Pro Series. Being dead last. Oh, not getting the car to steer. And now with the turbo kicking in, the rear comes around. There we go. Obviously, you could have HUD elements and stuff like that, but I normally use the ones provided by the car. Same for the mirror. I just use whatever is provided by the car. I love that about Live for Speed. It looks cool and it works. I mean, look at the mirrors. They're really good. They do their job. I need to get back to the pack. Whew. If you shift down and don't blip enough... Oh! That was a curb. Nearly broke my arm. Let's get back. Well, we should do a bit of drifting. What did Joe Lover say? Use the buttons to lower FFB. I think FFB is already down to 30 in the game. So I think what's currently doing it is the damper and spring settings on the direct drive. Try the UFR Aston Cadet reversed. Ah, look, it's just so cool. We will go online immediately, really. It's like, if I might want to try one more car, just for the lulz, but everything is so good. Whoop, need to brake. Get in there. Clutch kicked it. Oh, that's just great. Oh, really, it's like the looks, obviously. Look at this cockpit, right? It's not good looking. But who cares if the driving is fun? Oh, I'm running out of track here. My Death Corner, kind of. Who needs fancy graphics when you can have this? Let's clutch kick it again. Well then, blip. There we go. I mean, even the turbo gauge is working. The pressure gauge. That's amazing. Once again, not blipping enough. Car rotates on the back. Oh, over the crest. We might get it back. We might get it back. Yep. There we go. All right, let's try something else. I mean, this car is great, and I absolutely love being back. Whew, that was a lot of fun already, and we didn't even race yet. We did not even race yet. All right, maybe I'll change a few settings on my steering wheel. Let's go to spring effect. Damper effect. Maybe that makes it a bit better. We figure out. The Chrono number plate. Yeah, I thought people that remember it might love it. So I wanted to do G-Runner, and then I was like, come on, do the Chrono number plate. Why not? All right, let's go elsewhere. Let's go to Aston. Haven't been in Aston for ages. What did you say? Aston Cadet, right? Aston Cadet, and we want to use a fun car. That was not the button I was looking for. This is not the button you're looking for. Let's use a different car. Cadet reverse. All right. And we use the... What's fun on the rear axle? What's fun? You have GTR. And look at this thing. It's only stuff you can race in Live for Speed, man. Okay. You said reverse. XFR, you mean? UFR, XFR. No, not doing... Okay. We can use the UFR. But it's really slow, the UFR. We use UFR, yeah. We stay with that. Totally fine. Totally fine. And we bring in a lot of AI. And I want to be here. No, I want to be all the way here. Then. Oh, that's not how this works. No? How did I do that last time? To push me down further. That's not helping. It's always the... I'm too stupid now. Look, doesn't matter which one I click. Click your own name. And then what? Can I drag myself? No, I can't. Click your own name, then arrows. Nope, does not work. Huh. I will just let them pass in the beginning. No problem. Because I need them to drive in front of me, as I have no clue about the track layout anymore. Oh, look at the car cage. Look. Motec display. Rum. Okay, we let them go. It's like the mini cup. Classic mini cup. It even sounds good. Oh, they're braking already. Going over the curbs feels so good. Another thing that Live for Speed always did very well on the front-driven cars is like feeling when you slip because you're lifting, and how it feels to actually get grip again when you're accelerating. Because obviously the front-wheel driven car is basically maintained while having constant pressure on the accelerator. You just want to pull the car along to keep it stable. Ooh! We got lucky there. Really lucky. These cars are great. It's obviously a super small circuit. Hey, you pushed me off the track. AI 10. AI-10 will not become friend anymore. That's for sure. You will not get a Facebook friend request at AI-10 after this race. What a car. I remember the chicane in the Pro Series, like going up here and then throwing it away during a race. Oh, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. You just need to get a bit of pressure on the accelerator to keep the rear stable. I mean, this is a super short wheelbase, obviously. Let me help you. Oops. Sorry, AI. Ah, by the way, the cool thing, the AI could actually use your setups and the AI can learn per lap. So if you just let the AI race, they get better and better on that setup, which is very funny because they actually I mean, back then there were leagues that were doing management races. So you just brought your AI to the race and you weren't racing yourself. That was really funny. It was a great feature. Got it. And deep dive. Oh. Didn't have enough pressure. I can do this. I can do this. Sorry. Sorry. Coming through. Tapped him a bit. Another good thing, Live for Speed always allowed you to actually tap cars without throwing them out of the world immediately, which back then, when netcode was still a huge issue, was a nice thing to have. Why are they braking here? I get you, AI 6. Not like that, though. Do we make it back? No. Just a normal day on a racetrack when you race weird minis, racing minis. Going a bit too much over the front tires. Like, you can feel it once I accelerate, it starts going over the front tires and it starts rubbing and stuff like that. It's not perfect yet. Oh, it's AI-10 again! Weren't you the dude that pushed me off the track earlier? AI-10? Don't brake check me. Yeah, I knew you were doing that. Ah, do you feel all the bumps on the tracks? Obviously, the tracks are also not licensed, but they are licensed tracks. I think the S3 track is a licensed one. But they're just cool. They're fun to drive. They have cool layouts. Last lap. We have to give it everything now. Oh. Didn't know you were still there. Sorry, buddy. But I'm on the hunt for AI5. Ah! Yeah, I might have not done that on the public server, but against AI it's fine. Oh, there's the line. I was lifting too early. Oh, it's not on Steam. No. That's true. It's not a game on Steam. You have to get it from Live for Speed directly. It's still too crazy. Like, why are the effects just too... It's killing my hands, kinda. Can we do this now? Dampening of wheel axis. No. Scaling mode. We don't need that. Maybe like this. But yeah, that was once again a lot of fun. Formula BMW. Feel like a child again. Yeah, we will go online now, and we will start with a demo server, I would say, because there are a lot of people on there. I checked it already this afternoon when I installed the game again, or the sim. Why is my light off? Oh, there we go. Let's go to Blackwood then, which is the demo track, right? So we go multiplayer, then we do servers. You can destroy me online now, basically. We say demo servers on as well. Let's see where most people are. AA multiclass racing. Nope, I was on that before. That's not demo. Blackwood GP track. There we go. GTI 8 of 12. That sounds good. So the track, it's AA Blackwood GTI. That's what you're looking for. Blackwood in yellow, and then GTI. That's a demo server. It is. Blackwood FBM. That should be demo server. I was on here before. Is this the year of LFS, maybe? That's a good question, right? It's like, I always felt like it was so sad that Live for Speed died, and died might sound a bit harsh. Oh, Chula was already on it. Hey, I totally forgot how to do my name in cool colors. Oh, Stevie's also connecting. Great, we get people from the stream on it. So, Live for Speed, in my opinion, in Germany died to what we did within the community. To get a bigger picture, basically, Live for Speed was very popular back then because we had the ESL championships and 4-players team league and stuff like that to create a very competitive environment, right? We had big clans back then in Live for Speed. We had Faculty was in there, SK Gaming was in there, Backrip Gaming, one of the big Swedish Counter-Strike teams, had a Live for Speed team, and a few other things. So it was big in Germany, and the Pro Series was live broadcasted. It was part of the Pro Series finals. Obviously not as big as Counter-Strike, nor did we get as much prize money as Counter-Strike. But it was in a good direction. And then, as far as I remember, and I'm just telling this from my memory now, that's a long, long time ago, so don't quote me on that whatsoever. Back then, the community decided that they were unhappy that the esports side, so ESL, was calling them players and the teams called big clans in the news and all that stuff. And that went on for a long, long time with people complaining about it because obviously sim racing wasn't a thing. And instead of playing along with esports to grow, most people decided that it was time to do their own pro series, as they would be, that's what they claimed, they would be capable of providing more prize money, a better championship, like the typical stuff that even happens nowadays, right? So the Pro Series at ESL completely died because the people just went away and decided to go elsewhere. And obviously ESL was also not super interested in the game when all of this fight came up. So they dropped it. And with that drop, Live for Speed died in no time. So, at least Germany. Obviously I can't speak for the rest of the thing because back then the Pro Series was still Germany based. So that's where I spent most of my time. But I think that was a very crucial moment that had cost Live for Speed part of his lifetime as the biggest game out there, as the biggest sim out there that's has been driven competitively. There were other sims, but none of them had such a high competition level on a broader scale. Obviously, there was Grand Prix Legends, there was GTR, there were games that were raced competitively, but they were even more niche. So all the championships weren't mainstream championships, but I have to say, if Live for Speed at that point was Pro Series powered by Intel with prize money and everything, that was serious. That was serious money back then. Not as much money in sim racing as there is nowadays, but it was serious. So it was the only sim racing title in the mainstream. And then when it died there in the Pro Series, the entire title in Germany died with it. And then people just moved on. R-Factor 1 obviously was a big... Oh. No! How do I get back the cars? I press... Oh, there we go. I pressed something. Yeah, so all of that, I think, cost Live for Speed part of his lifetime on the top. But it's still a great game. It feels impressive. I'm super looking forward to this. Also, it's not as... You know when you go to AC and you drive, then there are all these sessions, right, that you can't join anymore whatsoever. But I can join this race if I want to. I press on taking part, and I'm in. I obviously have to choose a car that's currently being driven out here. Using this one, so I can set up, going in, and I can race, right? But that's a huge risk because I could also crash someone. I get that, but it enabled you to just take part immediately. There wasn't this epic waiting time every time for the right session to be on the server, or people couldn't restart. Here, in Live for Speed back then, if we all crashed in turn 1, we all hit Shift R and we just restarted. So that was cool. And that made it super easy to use, and that made it friendly for public racing. When all the kids were playing Counter-Strike 1.1, I was playing LFS using mouse for steering. Yeah, there was, by the way, hi Tyler, there was a pro driver using mouse and keyboard, actually. So it is possible. I tried it a few times, but I couldn't manage. Someone asked, Levy asked, will it work with Fanatec's Elite wheelbase? I'm using the Fanatec DD2. It even gets recognized in the game by its name. So I would say you should be good with the CSL Elite. So I wouldn't be surprised. Who do we got on the server now? We got Cholov already in. Even got his own skin. That's also a cool feature, right? That you can see other people's skin. I think we had Steve 7 Plays in from our chat here. If you want to join, that's the AA Blackwood GTI server, by the way. Don't know where this guy is driving on, to be honest. Storm! Where you going, man? Is anyone still fighting? They're in the last lap anyway. You can choose a front-wheel driven or a rear-wheel driven car. I would love to choose the XF. Is that the XF? I think. XRG, okay. But I don't have a setup for it. And I don't know how much I can do without a setup. You need to have them... no, Stefan. Mine are separated and they work. So if you go here to controls and then it says axes, acceleration, brake, separate. And because I got hoisting fields, they're obviously not, they're not in down there. Here they are. They're obviously not connected to my Fanatec wheelbase, and it works. And you see that that everything actually gets correctly recognized by Live for Speed. So, because them, that is good. It's really good. Oh, for the CSL Elite pedals, really? I would be very surprised if that's the case. But all right, get in there. Shift R. Your race restart vote cannot be accepted right now. Okay, because the session is over. We'll automatically restart anyway. They weren't picked up otherwise. I would investigate that. XRG is better. Yes, but I don't have a setup. Don't have a set. And setups, by the way, could easily be sent. Like, I can send my setup to people now, and people can send it to me. And really, everything about Live for Speed was just so easy to use. Thanks. Got one. It's so easy to use. Switching cars on the server and everything, no problem at all. You don't have to go back or do weird stuff. It was just jumping in there, driving, and enjoying it, right? Compare that to nowadays sim titles, and you have to say that Live for Speed is probably still the easiest one to use. And the best one to use. Okay. Can we start? I mean, I have absolutely no clue about this car anymore, but I'll get my gloves on. I'll do my best. Cholova also sent me a setup, but I cannot do that right now because I've got one already, and I still got 19 seconds now. I will at least save it real quick. Cholova, there we go. There we go. What was R? What's this stuff again? Was it to vote? Oh, that was to vote restart, right? Okay, I will use the setup I have now. And then I'll use the other one afterwards. Oh, I'm even starting all the way up front. Oh. Get that out of the way. Oh, there we go. There we go. It was a bit late there. Obviously, you have to lift the throttle when shifting. This is a normal H pattern car. Can I block on the... Oh, there's someone on the inside. Alright, alright. He's so underpowered. And with me being a bad driver, I lost way... Oh! Way too much speed there. These curb... Oh, there's still someone? Okay. I lost way too much speed in the chicane. Need to get in slipstream again behind someone. And then just build up on it. You wanted to go there as well, right? Nope, not gonna happen. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. That wasn't on purpose. I thought I'll make that, and I didn't. That was on me. So different to the XFG. Okay. Did I kill him completely? Hopefully not. Why does I feel really bad for it? What's the ideal RPM range for this car again? Bit on the grass wall braking. And up the hill we go. That was a hazardous lap, alright. Sorry. Flinge it around. Yep, yep. It's so underpowered, you constantly have to be on the throttle. Just push it. Oh, he's all over me. I'm not getting away. Can you push me, man? Push me to victory. I did way quicker times with the XFG. That's for sure. Yeah, the pedals are squealing a bit, I'm really sorry. It just started yesterday. Oh, you got me there. That was a good one. Took a long while on the straight, obviously, with how underpowered our cars are. Oh, someone rolled in the background. You guys saw it in the mirror. Damn. What did he do? Got the feeling the XFG just had a bit more grunt going around here, to be honest. This feels way more underpowered than the front-wheel driven option. What's the time? 137. I did 136 today on the XFG. Ah, I'm catching up. I'll get you, man. I'll get you. Oh, he was a lot quicker out there. The DMZ bug. T-bug. Catching up to you. So what are the plans for Overtake GG? Will it bring some fresh air to the community? Depends on how you see fresh air, right? Obviously, we have plans for 2022. We did a few changes already since you joined there, which was mid this year. Obviously, I wasn't on camera back there because I'm normally the product manager of Overtake. I wasn't really planned to be an on-camera person, but obviously, since I had a lot of experience with casting and hosting and stuff, I was like, why not? It's a topic I love, and I want to get involved. So we just went with it, and I hope it works out. But we did a few changes there already. We obviously want to do more. We will bring new stuff to it. The Dream Team series just finished, the first one this year, right? We want to do that again on different titles as well, some different sims. We also want to, as you might saw if you're a watcher of Nitro Nights, we wanted to go to a Nitro Night version where we always have the guests on site and where we actually discuss things rather than just kind of like say things, right? So it was about an open discussion. So there might be an option that in 2022 we do the Nitro Nights live, so that we can discuss with you guys as well, so that you can be in the chat there while our guests are there and ask questions, and we can discuss things like last time when we discussed what's the best sim racing title, right? There's obviously no definitive answer to that, but these are discussions that we normally have in sim racing, right? So why not have them all together So we can invite a few YouTube content creators and pro drivers and stuff like that, or motorsport people, and discuss things. So that might be the future for Nitro Nights. Oh, can I do it on the outside? Normally I can't. I did that. Oh, he went in way too deep. That might be my chance. That might be my chance. There's so much power on this car. Look at me go. Or not go. It really depends on... Did he miss it? Yep, that was a sausage curb for you, T-Buck. Oh dear. That must have hurt. It was not nice. Greetings from Germany. Yeah, greetings back from Germany. I'm obviously in Germany. I am German. So, good to see you here. I definitely need a better race than that. I wasn't really quick, was I? 137. They were doing 133s! Are you kidding me? T-Bug being T-Bug. Alright. He flew, yeah, he rolled it. I mean, I have to say, the sausage curb did not exist back then when I was still doing first speed. I know that they were introduced a bit later. On the original version, they weren't there. But look at this. I mean, if you do it wrong... Now I tried to flip it and I couldn't do it. Can I do a smiley? That was F1, the smiley, right? Yep, there we go. I can do smiley. Look at me. We do another one here, guys. We do another one. You hardly sound German. Mine's the UK. I'm actually born in Germany. My parents are German. I just were lucky enough that when I started working in the gaming and esports industry, that my first shows as caster were alongside people that were either UK or US. So I tried to pick up their accent to not sound that German, basically. So I work with Lee Demon Smith, I know from the League of Legends Worlds and stuff like that, Jason Kaplan, Milosh when I was doing Rainbow Six Pro League, stuff like that. Since I was always a sim racer, but obviously there wasn't much on events going on back then in sim racing for hosts and commentators, so I ventured out to mainstream esports while trying to push sim racing. So I'm more than happy that we're finally at a place where, where sim racing is a thing of its own. Alright, let's do a better start this time. Oh, Joe! That was too early. Oh, wow. What an end to a pole position. Oh, Joe. Oh, that was really sad, man. That was heartbreak. Oh, I think someone from the back might push us in. Can we still lead after turn 1? Someone rolled it entirely. I was on a very bad line coming into the chicane, which means I'm now once again a victim. Who rolled it there? I'm still first. But there's... I forgot to put my look around button. So I don't see Shingo there. Is it Shingo from Initial D? Do you need to be afraid now? Is he doing the death-type deathmatch? Ooh. Really had to kick in with ABS there. You saw the light coming on. Right, Shingo. I'm here for you. Woo! That was a bit hard into it, but it worked out. Now we're outside. That makes it a lot harder to go through there. That probably means the XFG will be on the inside now. Yep, there he is. Oh, man. We're a bit slow. Oh, there's a car still next to me. Sorry. Sorry, Storm. But that's the cool thing about these slow cars, right? Because you can actually really fight with them. And that's all free in the demo, so you can just drive it, join in, and race with people. You can even create servers now on the demo. It's also unlocked. Now he gets me. Does he push me? To Shingo? You just pass by, man. If you're unhappy with what happened, just pass me. I get it. You're pissed. Go for the inside. I'm not even defending. There we go. I start sliding with the crew, but it feels so good. Man, I miss this. It's public racing on Live for Speed. I mean, this is slower than our real life race cars. But... oh, he rolls it! He rolls it! Goodbye, Storm. Goodbye. Wow. And he took Shingo with him. Which got me back to second place. Look at me, Mom. I'm second. A bit early with turn in this time. That wasn't great. Never mind, though. Look at us with second. Top split. Gawa, 30-31. Oh, I'm not close to that. Oh, yeah, I'm off a second. Wow, he is quick. Maslena is behind me. Okay. Could have been a bit more on the inside, I think. I'm still too slow in this corner. Way too slow compared to the others. Yeah, now he gets me up the hill. But this time I will not give up the inside. Because it's crucial for this corner. Oh. They went straight into the back of me. Oh, he tipped me on the rear in the wrong moment. No. Ah. Damn. Get that slipstream. Get me back onto the podium, slipstream. Come on. Can I launch it? Probably not. Look at that drift. Oh, they were so quick in this chicane. I mean, I drop off immediately. Look at this. Come on. Retard on René. Okay. That's his name. That was a quote, by the way. Not me saying that. Oh, the front wheel. Different XFJ goes for a little bit of drifting. Can I catch Igor and get back onto a podium spot? But there's also Texas right behind. And this is the last lap. So probably not going to happen, but let's see. There we go. Ooh! Oh! I'll stay there. I stay there. Ah, there we go. We made it. Third. Oh, the sound is great when you shift down. No, my pedal's making that noise, by the way. These multiplayer race in BMENG. That sounds like a good idea. To finish first, you have to finish first. Yep, we did that. Oh, started from the pits, as you know, with keyboard mouse explained. Ah, it's fine as long as it's racing. Whew. All right, that was fun. Steve is in there as well. He raced with us in the F1 2021 Dream. You have mud tires on the front, mate. What? Do I? Mud tires on the front? Must be joking. How can I change? Off-road, mixed. Oh, why do I have mixed back as well? Why would anyone do that? Why would anyone do that? Wow. True. Front and back. Oh, look! McLogger made it! You were commenting on our Nitro Nights, right? Regarding Live for Speed and stuff like that. Yeah. So that was really cool that it came up as discussion because we were planning this Live for Speed stream, right? Stefan says he's so slow. Oh, come on, Stevie. If you're ever quick, I will not call you Stevie anymore. I will then call you by Steve. Now we can try and do 135s. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. We're starting a bit further down this time. Oh, good start. Yes. We immediately went through. There's Igor. Passing Igor as well. Going up to Steve. Why are people constantly honking at me? Really confused me. Someone went off into the distance. A Paprika is leading. So things that only can happen in Live for Speed. A lot quicker than Steve here. Let me push you, man. That is finest NASCAR bump drafting right here. Is he really blocking me now? Oh, we managed. We managed. It was hard on the brakes. Like you saw that the car got wiggly on the back. Oh, but it feels so good in Live for Speed because you actually know what's happening and you can react to it and stuff like that. And that's the fun bit, right? Like we can discuss so long about what's realistic because there's always the issue with what feels realistic to you as a driver and what is realistic in terms of numbers and what it does, right? So if you did not read my introduction post on the Overtake.gg Discord, since like I worked, that's not in the list, but I worked a few years as a test driver, mainly for car magazines, right? So I was in Munich, for example, working with Motorvision and stuff like that. And since 2019, I own a hybrid racing team which does sim racing, and the same people there also do real racing with me. So they're mechanics, drivers, engineers, whatever. We're all sim racers going to a real racetrack, challenging the people there. For RCN and VLN, or what's now called NLS. All right. So I have my fair share of experience with cars on racetracks. The highest race car I ever drove was a GT3. Not for long, I admit that. So it's not like I did plenty of races on a GT3. But I got an FIA international license and I did races, and I still do races, right? 2022, we want to do more VLN. And I have to say, in terms of reaction, all of this feels really, really good because I can do the same inputs and I feel the same threat by what I'm doing in the steering wheel like I would do in the real car. So for example, when I brake and I see that I throw all the way to the front and starts wiggling on the rear, which is another cool feature now that's also in ACC since the latest patch, on a real race car, since you're all 8-shifter, the ones I drive, I have to constantly dance with my left hand on the steering wheel, keeping the car straight. But I can use that to basically flinch it into a corner, if it works out in terms of rhythm. Does not always work out, tell you that, but basically when it starts wobbling, I try to use that to get it into the corner. And that's something you can do in Live for Speed as well. So we could have now a full physics discussion and look into what they calculate in Live for Speed and what they don't. And they're definitely games that are more realistic in terms of that. But in terms of driver input, for me, this still feels good. This does not feel outdated compared to the others. Actually, some of it feels better than nowadays sim titles. So that's what I like, and that's always a thing I think that we forget about when discussing the best sim racing title or the most realistic one, because we will never agree on one title due to the simple fact of that drivers can't even agree what's the right feeling. So I worked at Studio 397 before joining Overtake. If you don't know, that's the studio behind R-Factor 2, and we did a lot of tests and events with real live drivers. For example, the race series, right, that we did during the pandemic. So I worked with people from F1 and other race series in simulators. And one thing I learned from pro drivers, the first thing they always say is, it's wrong. Because they're super competitive and they hate not being good at it. And there will always be adaptation needed when coming from a real car into a sim. It's easier for sim racers going into a real car because we, like, for example, I come from sim racing into real racing. I win inputs, right? So before that, I only had the steering wheel and my eyes, and now I can feel the entire car. For real life race drivers that go back into a sim, basically, they miss all the inputs they had previously. So first of all, they don't like it. Nearly always the first reaction from people, if they're not used to sims and they're real race drivers, is like, no, it's so wrong, don't like it. But they're competitive, means they will try, and they will try again and again and again and again. And when they get a feel for it, all of a sudden it's like, yep, that feels good, because they're obviously doing the same thing. Even if it's not 100% correct, for them all of a sudden it feels correct, because their mind works the right way and they can actually handle all of this. So, the real question is, will we one day have a sim maybe that feels correct, but in terms of numbers and calculations, it's wrong? Because it has to work differently to give you the same feeling in a sim than it does in real life, because we just perceive it differently. So it's not all about calculations and having the same values as real life. That will not automatically lead to the right results. By the way, we came third again, and we didn't even have to fight a lot this race, which is why we could talk so much. That was an easy one. Oh, Cholova came 4th, and Steve came 5th. That's nice. I really have to get my pedals back in order. Why are they squealing that much all of a sudden? What did I do to them? And we come across the line. There we go. Reasonable air. Thank you. Let's see what's in the chat. Do you have S3? Try mods? No, I didn't unlock S3 yet. But I will do that. I'm on S2 currently. I think we have to ban a few people. ACC is a pure steering wreck, where AC is that GeForce simulation. Yeah, there's so many... there's so many different ways of letting a car feel correct. That's the same with sim rigs, right? Keep in mind that back in the days we had the first motion rigs that were all about GeForce simulation, right? So it was like, oh, doing a full platform moving thing like that. I tested a lot of these things. And it's nowhere near a real car. It gives you a bit of a feeling of the forces, but I rarely fall onto my brake pedal when I brake in real life, right? Quite simple as it is. So it gives you a bit of it, but it doesn't give you all of the experience. I have to get to my mouse now, guys, to actually ban him. Because as I'm the only one currently working to Overtake, I'm the only one that can ban people. So, let me get out of the rig and out of the shot for a while. I'm really sorry, man. But let me see. Can I quickly just ban this person? Do I have to go into the real chat? Okay, let me do this. Oh, I might have to leave the race, to be honest. But why can I not join this person real quick? Why can I not do that? Ah, come on. Let me handle the chat. I would love to, but I can't right now. Alright, I'll have to do that afterwards. Oh, we've only got 1 second, guys. Where are the pedals? Where's the cart? Might not even be a person. That's true. Could be a bot. Oscar, nice to read that. Like, we're trying our best, obviously, to get Overtake going forward. And we have a lot more people now that are purely sim. I mean, you will still read people, like, read from people that we have no clue. It's the thing of the internet, right? Last Nitro Nights, we see that in some of the comments. People blaming me for having no clue about the topic I'm talking about. And that will always be a thing. But hey, we just love sim racing. And you want to get it growing, right? Oh, did he had really bad lag there? Didn't want to miss the race because they're just too much fun. I don't know in front of us. Yeah, I don't know either what you're doing there, man. You're kind of lagging left and right. You may rip. Oh man, his lag is extraordinary. Oh, you were still there. Alright, didn't saw that. I thought he was gone, to be honest. That's not great. That throws us back behind Show Lover. Let's see if we can catch up to him once again. There we go. His ping is just incredible. Oh, Cholovar, I got you. Look at me. Go left. I thought he would block me left and I could cross, but he didn't. So I'll try to do it now because he's probably overshooting it. But these cars don't have enough power. That's the problem. Like, you can't do that. Oh, I missed it. No. That was really bad chicane, guys. That was really bad chicane. I might say setups using parole setups and ACC. Oh yeah, the entire setup discussion. Setups are so hard to do nowadays. We do the karting way. I will just duck under the air. I think he was too late down the braking. Yep, I was on point and he wasn't. Hi. Oh, tap you real quick. It's so cool with these slow cars. So much fun. Got you. Oh, he's holding onto it on the outside. Wow. Just a slight slide. Alright, we're still not on a podium. Probably not gonna happen this race. He was once again too late. There we go. Are the LFS setups still available from the best lap times? I wonder. Oh, they're not anymore. Really? That was always a cool thing. And obviously there was the Inferno website, right, where you can download skins. By the way, one of the Inferno drivers is part of my Discord. I absolutely love that. We ran into each other randomly on a stream again, and then realized that back in the days we raced together in a mixed team. I think I was in faculty back then or something like that, and he was Inferno. Oh, missed that one. That was really bad, René. Where are you going? And what's this cable that just fell out? Oh, that's my mouse. My mouse fell down my rig, dangling between my legs. It's not helping. But race is nearly over. We can make this. We can do this. I think Cholova is on purpose not taking me down. Yeah, I nearly flipped it. T-Buck, I nearly flipped it. That's true. 136.7. Oh yeah, he was quicker than me. Definitely quicker than me. Ah, oh, the feel of tires just so good. Don't flip it. Now he gets me. He's not going for it. He's not going for it. Look at him. Oh, Joe, we could have had a great battle. Why did you leave it like that? Okay, we do it hardcore now. That was fun. We do it again. It's obviously not a high-powered car, so you can't do much. Oh! Did he went off? Yeah, he did. Oh dear. Okay, another one. Oh! Over the curb? He's also trying to drift now. No, he takes me. Oh, that was a fun race. We are waiting for the next update, which will contain tire physics updates, graphic updates, and map overall. For what? Best Vettel. Sebastian Vettel. See too much. Oh, don't break my arm. Thank you very much. Alright. I would love to go on a real server. Do we have enough people to that own Live for Speed so we can go on one of the servers where we can race the other cars? I was waiting for the last lap and then I went off. Yeah, but I went drifting for it. Because I thought you don't want to take me, so I just went for drifting then. Try to bait you into racing me. Yeah, so if you want to take part, you can still download the demo and just race with us. This is a demo server. Or if it's not, then we find a demo server, but I'm pretty sure it is a demo server. Hey, Overtake, I found that lots of racing games are on sale at Steam. What games do you recommend for casual controller races? Oh, controller is a bit different. What did you race so far and what did you enjoy? Let's start with that maybe. And what do you actually want to achieve? We're saying you are on controller. Does that still mean you would love to do hardcore sim racing and you would do that on a controller? Or do you look for racing and just the joy of racing and you don't really care if it's hardcore sim? The AA multiclass. Yeah, I was looking in that. 22 well, we go there then. 22 people. That sounds like a lot of fun that we can't miss out on. Let's go. But that's multiclass. People can choose whatever, right? It's a bit boring. Like, you can choose all the cars. We need to decide then what we're doing. I've never played other racing games. This will be my first time dipping my toes into the black hole. Okay, so really, like, never any racing game. Not Need for Speed or Burnout or F1 games or XRT. Do we go XRT? But I wanted to go GT race cars. Oh, we go XRT. Okay. Need a set for it, obviously. What? Never mind. We can... What's everyone racing on? Are they all LX? That's XRTs, XRT, FXR, RBR. That's the front wheel driven car as a race version, isn't it? Or no, it's the normal one. It's not even the race version. Someone brought the Mini as well. G Sport is a good one to start with myself. XFG and UF1. What? Oh, you need to rank up. You wanted to race F1. I mean, the F1 games are good as a franchise game. To be honest, I have no clue how they feel on controller, though. I can support the thought of GT Sport on controller, yes, but that was obviously a PlayStation game. So, not sure if you have that. Okay. So what did you say? We need to choose UF1 or... Was it XFG? Then I'll go XFG, obviously. XFG, there we go. Oh, I got a setup again by a show lover, but I have no clue which car it is for. That's the minor problem here. Is it XFG? It is XFG. Ah, okay. Now we can actually get into the race. Let's try it out a bit. Always happy to help, man. But if you look for a controller and it needs to be PC, to be honest, Project Cars was really good on controller. I think they were set up nicely for it. I wouldn't do... Oh, didn't move fast enough. Yeah, you can do Project Cars 1 or 2 on controller, not 3. Go 1 or 2. 2 is a nice title, it's currently on sale. You can also do... That was another good one. Controller that I liked. That wasn't really racetracks though. Okay, no, maybe Project Cars might be the best idea. Yeah, Live for Speed can do controllers, and it can do mouse and keyboard, which is a nice combination, even if you don't believe it right now, but it is. And Live for Speed, so you can try for free with the demo, right? Do not enter the track now. Why not? Spectated for pit lane exit. This server is quite confusing to me. I would not do ACC on controller. Yeah. I tried that once. Did not really like it. I think on controllers, you're better off with games that are not super hardcore sim. Because they give you a good feeling for the car, but they're not doing that purely based on calculation, but they do that on right values. Right? So I think that is a good choice. To go for. Basically ensuring that you can race something that's fun to race. And if you then feel like racing is my thing, then obviously the biggest thing that people will tell you is get a wheel. Whatever it is, get a wheel. Get a Logitech G920, get a Thrustmaster entry setup, get a Fanatec entry setup, whatever it is. Go for it, because it completely changes the experience for you. It does, and it's a lot of fun. So we need to wait for them to finish the race, and then we're on. Project Cars 2, 85% off. Yeah, then's worth it. Fun fact for everyone out there. I just throw that in. I know that's a bit of bragging, obviously, but I was just so hyped back then when it happened. Project Cars 2 features a button with my face on. Which I thought was amazing. So, just throwing that out as a random bit to know about Project Cars 2. It has one of the broadcast buttons features a picture of me. Oh yeah, and actual Vision and me on the picture doing Project Cars esports commentary. I was helping Slightly Mad Studios back then with the broadcast mode, the director mode. So that is a bit of knowledge about things that probably most people don't know, nor do they care about, which is totally fine. Which wheel I'm using? I'm using the Fanatec DD2, currently with the Fanatec Endurance hub and a steering wheel on it, which is unfortunately one size too small compared to my real-life car, which otherwise has the same setting, but got the wrong one. So I have to get one. I mean, I could just change it from the real car to this one, but with knowing me, I would sign up for a race, get the car to the racetrack, and then when I jump in it, realize that I completely forgot about the steering wheel putting it back. I once was on the grid of a real race, no joke. I rolled the car on the grid, getting ready. Team was already in the pits. I sat there and was like, alright, right, ready. And then realized that I forgot my gloves. So, got the 6-point harness off, exited the car, ran over the grid to the paddock, to our track, took my gloves, ran back to the track, into the car, gloves on, and then waited for the warm-up lap. that was kind of cool. Standard or Deluxe Edition? The Deluxe Edition should feature the Japanese car pack and the other car packs they were, because yeah, all the big editions featured all of the DLC, so there are quite a lot of cars, actually. A few tracks, but quite a lot of cars that you actually get. Join, we want to see you fail. Alright, I can do that. Why does everyone want to see me fail? Can people not be nice? They see me succeed one day? Alright, I'm in it. In it to bin it. Next time we do these races, I think we do a little giveaway with it. And people can sign up for it, and then we gift games or something. Just for fun of it. I'm fine with doing that. If I have to pay for it, that's fine. How do you get a new car? Never! You go to the dealership and buy one. Like I do. Nearly every year. I had to get a big house just to have enough space for all the cars. Alright. By the way, I'm also featured in another game. If you know which one, then that's a bonus point you get. Games. It's more than one. Good luck. Thank you very much. Ren. I don't know which track that is, so I will just follow the others. Luckily, you want a slow car. This is Esso Classic. We know that for sure. No, not Classic. It is South City. But I don't know which track just yet. People are braking, so I might want to brake as well. No, they were just lifting, alright. Oh my god. Oh dear. That's a lot of cars left and right. Yeah, on the inside, and off we go. There's Steve. Stevie. He hates when I call him Stevie. Let's get him. We need some more slipstream of our Brazilian mate here. Oh, I think I went a bit far to the outside there. I think he did a bigger mistake though. Stevie does his typical Haas behavior that he does in F1 2021 as well. He's just spinning around endlessly on the track, not getting things done. All of a sudden, we're 16th. Yeah, I have to follow people here to know where the track goes, but it's fine. I'll get used to it. Just have to see it for a while. Oh! That hurt. Now we're at the backside of South City, alright. Yep, that's the South City side, and then we come onto straight. Oh, it's Chill Lover again! Who else is honking his horn so often? He's diving it! He's diving. Oh, look at your car, man. Mint condition, never been abused, now on eBay. Got you. I would horn back if I would have known which button I put it on. But I did that with the McLaren wheel, and now I switched wheels and I have no clue. Alright, we did a first lap. It's a very long track. I can't even remember half of it. There was no braking here, I think. Oh, I had to brake a bit. I think otherwise I would have been too quick. And then there was braking here because it's a 180-degree right. Where are you coming from, Chill Lover? Alright, I'll push you through, man. I'll push you through. We got this. As a team. Let me help you. I damaged my front. You can see it now. Oh, wow. What a line was that, Chill Lover? He managed! No way! I had to step back because I was starting to rotate him. That's not nice. I have no clue what happens next. Flat out? Not for him, it seems. Not for me either. Off he goes. Alright. He's still there. Still there. Ha! Got you. Alright. Problem is always, as soon as I'm in front, I have no clue where to go. So I'm not using a lot of momentum, to be honest, right now. Alright, let's read the chat really quick. PCAS 3 or AC? AC. Press F4 for race line. I can't reach F4 from here. Yeah, the keyboard. My rig unfortunately doesn't feature a keyboard holder or anything. But for not knowing the track, we do quite well, I would say. Oh, we followed Chill Lover into this way too deep corner. Oh, there's an FXR coming from the back. He's a lot quicker, obviously. Look at him. He's overtaking like it's nothing. I'm braking way too early. I can do this quicker, I think. Let's get him. Look at his car, man. I mean, that's not even a car anymore. That looks like a Japanese key car now. That's us going through again. Up to 13th. Oh. Missed that one. Last lap. Follow that nub. That's basically what we were doing, but now he's gone. So we have to do it on our own. Oh, I missed South City. That's where I want to live. Up there. Penthouse suite. It'll be a nice place. Overlooking the race. But then on the other hand, Nordschleife would be too far away, so... probably not gonna do that. Don't even know where South City is. It's just so much fun driving LFS. It's amazing. Pum. He went into the wall again. Now's the part where I'm the worst because I don't know yet where to brake and all. Should have braked earlier for that one. Oh, he will attack again. He will attack again. Knew that. Baited you right into that one. And we will stay 11th. Whoop whoop. Not even 160. Look how slow this car is, but so much fun. Oh, nearly 170 on the straight. This might hurt now. We parked it. I hope this makes a real comeback, even if this is with outside help. I mean, we can do an overtake, live for speed tournament. That would be fun. Do we do another race here? Can we choose a different car now? How does it work? How do I know if I can choose a different car? I don't know. How does it work? How do you know? Oh, I know what we have to do as well. We need left and right looking. Okay. We got that one out of the way. Can we choose a different car though? No. No, we can't. Back onto the grid. It is. We just need your keyboard for it, yeah. Man, I would love to be as rich to have a keyboard. Oh, bit much wheel spin. Ah, look, it goes to up to 8,000 RPM. This is basically a Honda Civic. Okay. We're looking good so far. 9th. Behind bottom gear. Must be the little brother of top gear, let's say. Oh, no scope. 1v1 Aztec, AWP only. He won't make that. Knew it. And that's us up to 8th. Was a bit deep into that corner. I have to step back on this one. Won't make it. I lost too much speed as well. We need power! That was tight. I want bottom gear again. Come on. Up the hill you go. A lot of cars behind us this time. So how quick can we go here without risking too much? Oh, there's a huge fight going on in the background. Oh my god. This will get very brutal very soon. Could have made it there, but wasn't willing to risk it. But with Paprika behind us, we have to move. Oh, look at that close racing. This is just so good. Oh, Live for Speed Public. Amazing. Can we somehow find a way around bottom gear here? Paprika's a lot quicker in Slipstream. We got the way better entry. Look at this. Oh, you see his head moving. That's another cool feature in Live for Speed. You saw that? He was looking left and right. Can't do much around the outside though, because he messes us up. I mean, he tapped me. That was me on that one. Whew. This is a proper fight. We're definitely quicker than bottom gear. I think that's for sure by now. But this is South City, so it's kind of hard to actually make a move. We're losing time in the last sector. It's also fairly clear. Not quick enough here. And that costs us time to get bottom gear. Is he trying? He's quicker than us. Yeah. Ah, we ran too far. A bit into the ref limiter. Oh. Oh, is there someone on the left, someone on the right? Ah, that was my chance to attack and I missed it. We're really quick here, and then the next two corners I'm super slow. We're tighter at the walls than the guys around us, so way better than getting in the car next to the wall. Oh, we won't make it. Don't have the power on the car. Whew. Oh. He clipped me. Again, the best ugly 2003 Fiesta sim. Oh. Almost 20 years old. Yep, definitely. I just need this, the first artifact, and the first MS, and I have a full sim collection. That's a good one. I got a bit into AMS 1. I have to spend way more time with AMS 2, I have to admit. Well, that battle just in LFS was... This was just... That was great, man. The replay must have been incredible. Whew! Oh, your bottom gear. Hey, man. That was a great race. I had a few corners where I was quicker than you, and then there were sectors where you were quicker than me. That was a lot of fun. Oh, got a lot harder when Paprika joined in there. Man, that was fun. You can set me the set, okay? I own Reroll, that's true. What does this mean now? Wait, what's this now? Everyone left? And it's me alone? Or can we choose tracks? I would have loved to stay at oh, we go West Hill? Oh, please, no. West Hill has like super fast corners, and if you don't know the track, then fast corners is what kills your lap time. It's like you saw South City. I was capable of racing with people, even though I didn't know where to go. But we proved you can have very fun servers still on Live for Speed nowadays. Yeah, Paprika was giving sideways action. That was really cool. Nikita Mazepin couldn't connect. Maybe he doesn't have the right license. How to join? How to join? Oh. Can I change the car now? Oh, that's my mouse falling down once again. Come here. Oh, no. My button falls as well. And that would... Torque disabled by power button. Oh, there we go. And now I turned off the steering wheel. Now I have to turn it on again. I want to take part. Bring me in. Can I change the car now? Probably I still can't, can I? What do I have to click to get back my it was to initialize again? STRGG or was it? I need to initialize force feedback again. Mouse, stay here. Naughty mouse. Come on here. There we go. Just press ready again. What can I change to? Oh, we can go here. And we definitely do that. A bit quicker. But I'm not sure if I have force feedback now. I have no clue if we have force feedback or not. Didn't drove this car for even longer than those 10 years. Oh! No force feedback! It's like the good old times. There was no force feedback back then. Turbo power! Oh, there's still a car next to me. It's very weird if you have no force feedback. No clue where to brake here with that car. Okay, it revs out at 7 and a bit. Okay. It's not a Honda anymore. It's now a normal Toyota. Oh. Many people went off here, including me. Oh, there's a bit of tarmac there that we can catch. Good. Like, without force feedback, this is really complicated. But this is an all-wheel drive car, so we don't mind if there's no tarmac. We just go for it. And everyone went for the super long track. Well, I don't remember the layout. You die without a setup, yeah. How do I get my force feedback back? It's 5 laps. Can't do that without force feedback. Oh, they crashed as well. Never mind. We just go on the tarmac here and then back onto the track. Shift G. I have no gear now. I have no gear anymore. And all of a sudden we have a gear. Still no force feedback though. Shift C. Okay, okay. Ah, there we go. Oh, I'm really sorry. I killed someone on the track, I fear. It's too much understeer once you hit the throttle with this being an all-wheel drive car. Wanted to be super cautious around him, not killing him. Oh, that's a late apex. Yep, that apex is way later than I anticipated. Very long gears. Oh, now I'm on automatic. What? How did that happen? Alright. Shift key to switch gear mode. Oh, great. Do it again, or what? Let's see if it worked. We're doing all kind of things today while driving, but not really driving. While we get to know West Hill. Don't even know which West Hill layout this is. It's completely different to what I remember. Still has those long, flowing corners, though. RB is still great to go through grass because it doesn't care. Had to send it sideways a bit to get it back. Might not get it back. We do. Alright. That was, by the way, one of the GT race cars that just passes. The XR GTR. Or something like that. Oh, that guy is fight for position. Oh, we're fighting against XFJs. So far back. And that guy is really strong. Oh, that was the late apex that I missed last time. Yep, missing it again. Shift GG, yeah. Oh. What are you doing? Mate, what are you up to? What's his problem? Don't want to brake in front of him, that's for sure. Oh, we're so many laps behind. Yeah, it must have been a controller user. Saw him before. Zombie. Improvement points 1. Nice. But it's so easy in Live for Speed to get a feel for the cars and just get around the track. You see that? It's like, didn't use it for ages, don't know the track, but cars just feel natural in this. And you probably can't really imagine that nowadays anymore. But back in the days when Live for Speed was the competitive racer, the cool thing about it was that it didn't have licensed tracks and cars. Like, first of all, you didn't race the same tracks that everyone else was racing all the time. Like going to Spa or Monza or whatever. That was one thing. Second was, the Pro Series changed tracks and cars, car class, every single race. So one Monday we raced the LX, next race we did GT3s and stuff like that. That was cool. But the bigger thing was, you never had to argue with people about physics or the typical, but I saw in a YouTube video that this car can do 3 kph quicker on that corner. Because it wasn't a real car. It wasn't a real track. So it was just only about... Oops, sorry. It was only about racing and being the quickest with whatever you had. It wasn't about this entire discussion about if this is real or not, and if this would have been real and not broken as it is here, then I would have been the quickest. No, it was just like you're either the quickest or you were not. Simple as it is. And that were great times. Still making it to the finish line. Maybe in front of the LX. Yep. Bottom gear on the FXG was a lot quicker than us. On the RB4. To ask people if no one wants to race the RB4. Let's see. Someone's on the sub? No, no one's on the sub. And we're actually really, really bad. Really bad. Bad is not even the right word. Well, you can't race it at. Show Lover can't race it because we were quicker than Show Lover last time. We'll join on XFG as the last one who made this game, not Simbim. No, it were 3 people. 3... I pushed the button again. I think 3 Dutch people even. Scavin. Something with R. Oh man, should know them by now. This is West Hill. West Hill. We change car. Back to the XFI GTI. And we go West Hill. One coder, one artist, one webmaster. Yep. And I have to say, when it comes to one webmaster, man, they did LFS World, which is still one of the coolest ways of handling a game and all its stats and skins and all that stuff, helmets even, that none of the Sims nowadays can compare to that. And that's really sad. Have to say that. Victor, yeah, Victor is right, and Eric, yep. That definitely sounds about right. One Dutchman only, okay. Okay, let's do one last race for today. Let's see what we can do. I think it was good advertisement for Live for Speed. We had a ton of fun. Back in the front-wheel driven car. Oh. He's just pushing through. Not caring about others. That's not nice. Nice. Can you do that flat out in this car? Seems like it. I was lifting and braking a bit, but I think Murillo didn't brake at all. I need to see your braking points, guys. If I can't see them, then we're in big trouble. Need to stay close to them. there we go. GT Legends, that also was a great title. But it definitely did not age as well as Live for Speed. I think Live for Speed is one of the best sims that aged well. You can still drive them nowadays. They're acceptable in terms of looks because the art style of Live for Speed is just very timeless, I would say. Oh. Someone spawned in the background. Schrauberherz! Does he overtake us now? Oh, he's a lot quicker. The BMW livery. BMW Motorsport. Take me with you and your slipstream. Should have thrown it in way earlier than I did. But Murillo also went for a very entertaining outside line. Try that magic key 4. Nah, I don't need lines. The only game where you need to use lines to get around is F1. This was your first lap on this track. Oh! So, this layout did not exist back then. Alright. That explains why I have no clue about it. Yeah, it is lightweight, it runs super well, it works on probably every system nowadays. But it's also easy to use. I like the menu, clear structured, simple to get into a race. Great that you can change cars while being on the server, you don't have to leave the server to do so. It's just super convenient. Most convenient racing sim out there to use. Server management stuff. It's just everything is super simple. Fully functional cockpits. It's another thing, right? Too far on the outside, and then accelerated too late to pull the car in. Still have to find our way around here. South City was a lot better for me. Ski Force is a scam? Since when is that a scam? Guys, don't forget to join our Discord, obviously. So you know when we stream next time or do a community night, that's where we race with you guys, similar to this here. So we will do live streams and then pick a game. And then we all go out and race. Maybe we'll put a few prizes on that as well. Like, I don't know, game keys or Steam vouchers. We will come up with something. So, yeah, it should be, our Discord should be in the description. Otherwise, check out our social channels, obviously. Let me know if you enjoyed the stream. Give it a thumbs up. I don't know. Comment the video after it was uploaded. Just so that we understand if you guys liked it or not. Obviously, this was me just having the idea of, hey, why not doing a stream rather than a video during Christmas? Because no one is in-house, obviously. Everyone at home. Celebrating with their families. So I thought a stream would be easier to get that on. And I really appreciate that you guys hang out here with me today. It would have been very, very boring if it would be all on my own. And that you guys joined the server and raced. That's really cool. And I really had a lot of fun. And that's what it's all about. We want to have fun with racing titles, right? And Overtake in general. Like, we want to talk and discuss about racing. About real racing, about sim racing. Whatever it is. Obviously, in case you're in Germany and you visit one of the RCN or VLN/NLS races 2022, then look out for us. Say hi. I will have a team there. I got 3 race cars for 2022 as we expanded the lineup. So I bought another one this winter. Still has to be wrapped so it looks like the team car, but yeah, if you're around the Nordschleife, just hit me up, send me a message. Always happy during tourist driving to get you guys on a lap. One of the race cars is Seal Street legal, so we can go on the real racetrack as well during normal driving. Where's he braking? Where is he braking? Here. Don't kill all the speed. Oh, there's the GT class. They probably finished the race, don't they? Yeah, it's like I race with S2 currently. I looked up what was in S3 because I had S2 back from the day, obviously. Didn't upgrade to S3 yet because I didn't know why, but might be worth it over time. But for the fun today, I didn't need it at all. I'm also not a huge fan of mods. Like, I love that there's a modding community, an active one, but I always think it's easier if there's no modding in terms of finding drivers. So I just like the standard content. He's getting out of the way, okay. Bit much of drifting, I think. Alright, there we go. That was good. Get of corners. It's much more worth now. It's much more worth now. Yeah, due to the modding for a few people. Oh, sorry. Didn't saw you there. Although you're bright pink. Really hard to miss. I wanted to carry more momentum onto the straight. Ah, I nearly did it. I had to lift a bit because I was afraid of touching it. Rockingham, true. That's the track that came with S3. I think we lost this one. This battle. Maybe we can still do it. Maybe. Ah, we didn't. But it was close. It was close. Oh, that was a good end race. Oh, next time you get your wheel out. That's a good idea, Joe Lover. That's a very good idea. But yeah, like I said, join the Discord and then just fire me some ideas what you want to raise. Maybe we can start the new year with it. Obviously, I won't do a stream tomorrow. But we can do something early 2022. That was great. That was Live for Speed how I remember it. Just great. Good fun. Easy to get into. Really enjoying it. Oh, I want to click. I want to click. Might well manage. No, I won't. I won't get there. But let's bring it back to this camera instead as we come close to an end of our second holiday stream. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions or you want to discuss any topics, then feel free to do now. Now. Start it immediately. I've been wanting to race in the real world since I was a kid. Where do I start? Which country do you live in? That's always the biggest question, to be honest. It's completely different. The UK, for example, and I'm not racing there, but UK has way more grassroots racing series that you can attend. And yeah, that's a lot harder in Germany to get that done. I'll fire up some Forza 4. I deleted Forza 4 last time from this rate. Because 5 is out now. So I didn't need it anymore. Well, I thought, but I'm also not a huge fan of 5 long term. Topic, I want a Blackwood rematch with XFG. Next time, mate. Next time. You will get your rematch. Don't you worry. You will get it. That was definitely not the last time that we did Live for Speed, I think. Maybe we do a small community tournament. I mean, there have been a lot of people joining today. Depends on if there are a lot of people joining on the Discord, so that we have a little Live for Speed community. Then I'm more than happy to do like little tournaments in Live for Speed. Are we talking about Forza Horizon 4, Bob, or Forza Motorsport 4? And what is FBM? I'm based in the USA. Over to the open wheeler racing. Oh. To be honest, so I never race in the US, nor do any of my drivers race in the US. I really have no clue. I know that the SCCA is a good starting point. And open wheel I also never really did. Just want to be seen on screen, Volt. Nice race. You had great battles, that's true. Shalover, I give you that. I give you that. Oh, Forza Motorsports 4. First time that I really worked on Forza Motorsport was Forza Motorsport 6, I think. As I was responsible for the Forza Racing Championship, the esports series. We had to do a lot of workarounds to make that happen. Because Forza Motorsport 6 did not have any overlays, no lap counter, nothing for a spectator. That was hard work to get that done in a TV show and commentate on it. So guys, we need more people joining our Discord. You all have to get onto Discord so we can do Live for Speed again, or a different racing title. I'm happy to do whatever, as long as it's fun. I can see people joining. I only see T-Bot joining. So where's everyone else? You're either already on our Discord, or you're not. So obviously you have to subscribe to this channel and join the Discord. Because, you know. Oh, you worked with Microsoft for Forza 1 to 4. What did you do there? It's like back then I was still at ESL and then responsible for the Forza Racing Championship, but I was never at Microsoft or Turn 10. Karting for a couple of years? Yeah, the funds. Karting is super expensive here in Germany. Karting is really... to be honest, really look into a series and check how much the car costs. Because the thing is, I didn't do racing until I had my own team and my own race cars. Because you see the costs attached to it and you're like, oh, that's so massive and all of that. And it is. But going there yourself and doing it can be cheaper. Although you obviously have to have the initial payment of a race car. That was a hard one for me as well. But sometimes it's actually better than trying to buy into a team, because that can cost a lot of money. Which is why I have my own one, right? With all the sim racers joining me and stuff like that. We're doing things together. That's another thing. It's easier getting into a series where multiple drivers can be on a car. So if you go open wheeler, then it's mostly that single seater racing, single driver, right? Which means there's no one willing to chip in costs with you because you will be the driver. We do RCN and VLN, or now NLS, which means there are multiple drivers on a car, means we can share the costs. That makes it a lot easier to get going. I thought about racing touring car next year. There's a new touring car championship in Germany, and one of our cars would fit in that, but it's only one driver. That means I would need to cover all the costs. And I just couldn't. It's massive. Not super massive compared to what DTM and GT racing and all that, but it is a lot for me. And so I would give the advice, look for something that you can share with people. Buy the car yourself, look into a series where you can share the car, and then split the costs, and then go racing. It's probably most detailed advice I can give for the US, I have to admit, because I really never raced there. Whoop. Oh, right, I'm actually thirsty. Where's my drink? Obviously, on the other side. I will go there now, guys. I really have to drink something, but I'm still here. And I got my drink. And some chips. All right. find a friend to co-drive with. Yes, that's what I did. Like I said, like I said, it's different for everyone, but maybe if you hear the story, then it makes it easier on how to get into it. So, on my 31st birthday, I was out eating with friends. That was pre-corona, when it was still doable. And I joked around, right? Now that I'm 33 now, but now that I'm 31, I didn't have a list of all the things to achieve until 30. Obviously, real racing was always part of it because I did test drive, right? So I always wanted to race. And I joked around with it with friends, and I was like, this year we go racing. And everyone was like, yeah, sure. And I had a friend who was like, you know what? I would go racing as well. Like, I have a bit of money left. I would go racing. Bobby, we need a car. And I was like, yeah, I'll do a team. I'll get a car. And obviously they didn't board it, right? Because it was just us sitting at a Greek restaurant making jokes about it. I went back home, and I remember that I had a friend with a race team. Because, like, my family is not coming from racing, so I didn't have any real contacts. I was looking around, and I was looking on there's a website in Germany that shows race cars, and I was like, oh, they're not that expensive. Obviously, you need to know way more about them before you buy one, because they do different classes and races, whatever. But I looked and I was like, oh, that looks good. I could maybe afford that. It was a horrible car. But I called a friend who had a race team that was close to that car, and I was like, hey, would you be willing to go there with me and have a look at the car? Because I would love to buy my first race car. And he looked at the link and he was like, you really want to buy that one? It was a diesel car and all that. Like, you really want to buy that one? It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't have the budget. It's basically what I have. And he's like, you know what? Come over. I still have a car here. We don't need it right now. Maybe we can strike a deal. So I went there, and he had this Ford Fiesta ST Mark, was it 7, I think it is, the turbo one. Fiesta ST 180, 200. And it was brand new. They built it as a race car. Like, they bought it from the dealership, built it as a race car, used it a few times, never crashed, and then put it away because all their drivers graduated and went higher. And he made me a good deal on that car. And I was like, okay, can't pay all of that. And he's like, all right, you know what? You can pay in parts, right? So I did that. And he was also nice enough to say, you know what? The first races, we help you out because we race for ages as a job and all that. We will help you out to know where to go, where to register, because there's all that paperwork around it. And if you don't know people, horrible. So they helped me getting into racing. And then it just went on. After that season, I bought a second race car from them, a cup race car. I was like, oh, white fenders, carbon wing. You can see that in the introduction channel at the Overtake Discord. Like a carbon rear wing, carbon front splitter. I felt so proud. I still love the car to today. And then we raced again this season, and I actually went up to get an international license. And to even get a pole position on the 6-hour endurance race in VLN in my class. I was so proud because that was in front of Volker Stritzek. He's an ex-touring car champion and ex-CEO of Opel Motorsport. So Vauxhall, basically. Yeah. And then from there on, just every year we try to do that with friends and somehow get it done. Get friends to help you as mechanics and stuff like that to somehow make it. Because if you go into it like, oh, I buy everything and I go big team and I get mechanics and professionals and all that. That is a lot of money. But it's fun with a bunch of sim racers showing up on a real racetrack and beating people. For example, one of our ACC drivers, Richard Schäfer, he broke the track record in the class this year on Nürburgring Nordschleife in our Fiesta. That was incredible. The previous driver that did the record now drives GT3s. And he just went in there. First race, he was a second off the track record. That was already really good. Keep in mind, Nordschleife, all the traffic, yellows everywhere. You never get a clean lap. And on the second race, he just did it. He smashed it. And he could be even quicker. We saw the videos and all that. He could be even quicker. So our sole target, besides going to the 24-hour race as a sim racing team, is to to show that it's not 1 out of 100,000, you know, like McLaren Shadow and Nissan GT Academy. They're all great. I was there for Nissan GT Academy and stuff. I appreciate those programs, but it always gives the feeling of it's just one, right? 1 out of a lot of people that could be good. Man, how many of my sim racers raced with me this year from the team? In total, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Nice to meet you, Russ. Yeah, I'm René. Hi. And yeah, it's and they're all good. Since 2019, since we are racing, we didn't have a single crash. Knock on wood. Hopefully that will stay the same in 2022. Also, no technical defects, which is another big thing. But we never crashed. Everyone was like, oh, sim racers, these guys, they might be quick, but they might be quick for 1 lap and then they smash it because they don't know the risk and all that. Man, we did our first full rain race at the end of the season and we smashed it. There are videos out there on YouTube of that. We were just great. And it's really sim racers. That is, all of the sim racing is a great tool to learn to get into real racing. Obviously, there's a few things that you have to adapt, and obviously keep in mind there's a higher risk and it costs a lot of money if you crash. And you need to always keep your mind on. Don't turn it off to be quick. But if you're decent in sim racing, you can be more than decent in the real world, because most drivers in real world are solely down to money. So I think if sim racers will go fully into real racing, there's a high chance that they will dominate basically everything besides F1 maybe. Because compared to football, so soccer, where you need to have a lot of talent to get in there, and there are just so many easy ways to get into football that the talented people will move up. Racing is different. Yes, there are talented people in real racing, don't get me wrong, but I saw people racing with me in VLM, which is the highest endurance championship we have here, right? That's solely German. And they were not great. And they had like sponsorships and big cars and stuff like that. Because it's about the money and who they know. Kudos to them, man. I would drive. I'm not great. I started racing with 31, right? So I will never be one of the quickest guys out there. But it just shows that sim racers are capable of so much, and that there's so much untapped talent out there because it's so hard to get into racing and so cost heavy. Then I'm pretty sure if you would just throw the best sim racers, all of the sim racers in leagues into real racing, there's a high chance that all of them would make it. You can quote me on that. Discord link should be in the video description for Overtake.gg. Pretty sure. Otherwise, check our Overtake.gg Twitter, on Instagram, and everywhere. But it's definitely in this description, I'm sure. Because I saw others joining. But I will stop for today. Because it's soon dinner time. Which is great, because I'm very hungry, as you can see me eating chips already. Thanks, guys, for coming by today. Really enjoyed it. Feel free to message me on Discord. Or whenever. I'm on Twitter as well. GRunnerTV. On Instagram. What server. And yeah, hope you guys will be around for the next stream, for our next videos. We will do more community involvement. As I said, Nitro Nights might be live, where we can ask questions and interact with our guests and discuss things. And the streams will be there. And I would appreciate seeing you all there. So thanks for the support, and I will once again get awkwardly out of the rig to turn off this stream. Thank you very much, and everyone have a nice New Year's Eve, because 2021 is soon ending, but we will go into a great sim racing and motorsport 2022, I'm absolutely sure. So thanks everyone. Next time live, to be honest, there is none set in stone yet, because this was just a test for me. These were our first streams that we did on Overtake.gg. So if you guys like it, let us know, and then we might make it a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing, something like that. Yep, take care, guys. I will get out of the rig. See you soon.